Today we're going to talk about number systems. You must be thinking, what about them? Everyone knows number systems. But this is a bit different. So, we all use numbers in our lives. We don't even think about it much. And we can write them simply enough. For example, if you want to write 123, you would just write the numbers 1, 2, 3. Or if you wanted to write 35, you would just write the numbers 3, 5. But when you think about it, it's amazing that with only 10 numbers, 10 digits from 0 to 9, we can write every single number from 1 up to infinity. This is because we use the concept of place value, which is where the location of a digit in the overall number changes the value it holds. For example, in 123, 1 is 100 because it's in the hundreds place. 2 is 20 because it's 2 in the tens place. And 3 is only 3 because it's in the units place. So let's understand this a bit better with an activity, because only talking and theory is kind of boring. For this activity, let's assume that you're a shopkeeper and you have to weigh things. Now in our decimal system, you have 1 in the units place. Then from to its left is 10, then 100, and then other multiples of 10. Let's imagine that you have a weight similar to this. So you have weight of 1 kilogram, 10 kilograms, 100 kilograms, etc. Now, using these, if you had to weigh, for example, 35 kilograms, what you would do is take 3 from the tens and 1 and 5 from the ones. So 35. Okay, so the fun fact, the decimal system has been made the way it has because we humans have evolved with 10 fingers. Now let's imagine that there's an alien shopkeeper, and those aliens have only evolved with 2 fingers. Now for their weights, let's imagine they have 1 and then all the multiples of 2. So 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, etc. So now, if they had to weigh 35, and also I forgot to mention, let's imagine they only have 1 of each type of weight. Now, if they try to weigh 35 on their system, then they would take 1 of the 32 weight, 0 of 16, 0 of 8, 4, and then 1 of 2, and then 1 of 1. So, in their numbers, this would be written as 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. This exact system, using only 2 digits 0 and 1, and you doing place values as powers of 2, is called binary. It is amazing that we can express every number from 1 to infinity in binary as well, though of course it will use a lot more zeros and ones. Another really amazing fact is that the binary system was first described by Maharishi Pingalacharya 2200 years ago in a book called Chandashastra. This binary system is the language of all computers. Computers use it for everything they do, even if that is playing music, showing pictures, playing sounds, and even playing video games or programming them. Computers use what are called transistors, which represent 0 if they are off and 1 if they are on. Obviously, computers need a lot of these transistors to get everything done. In fact, in the first personal computers released in the 70s, the number of transistors was 2250. Now in the Core i7 used in most laptop processors these days, the number is somewhere around 3.2 billion transistors. How they cram so many transistors into one small computer chip may be something discussed in a future Curious Minds video. Who knows?